Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are picking our TBR for the month of July. Isn't it crazy to say that we are now officially going into the second half of 2026? That's just wild to me. But I do not want to dwell on that for too long, otherwise I will have an existential crisis. So let's just get straight into the video. Today we're going to be using, yet again, our wheel prompts to choose our TBR. This time though, I think we're going to be choosing a lot more books. Last time we chose 5 books, and I think I'm sitting somewhere between 7 and 10. The reason why is because next month is going to be a very busy month. Now I know what you're thinking, it's going to be a busy month, why would you choose so many books? I'm thinking that if I have a set TBR for the entire month, then I will not have to spend time worrying about what books I will or will not be reading. Just because we're going to be choosing so many, let's just jump straight into the video. You guys know how this works. I'm going to be screen recording my screen so that you can see what the wheel lands on. Going in with prompt number 1. Starting off really strong, we have a 5-star prediction. Wow. There are so many books on here that I anticipate being 5 stars. That's wild. Okay, just give me a second. I have so many options to pick from. I'm sitting between 2 options. First, we have Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I know that this is going to be such a good book. I was literally told the other day by a coworker that he read this book in like 2 hours and was sobbing. I need to read this book. I feel like I'm going to absolutely love it, especially because the general consensus is that this is an absolutely amazing book. Now, my other option that I really want to read is Into the Blue by Emma Brody. I'm kind of torn between the two because I don't know which one I really want to read first. I think because the majority, the general consensus says that this book is 5 stars, I should probably go with this one. I have no idea what it's about, haven't even watched the movie, but I fear that this is probably going to be one of my top favorite books of 2026. And that's a bold statement considering I literally have no idea what it's about, but I'm really excited. It's sci-fi. I think that's what it is. I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, or I guess I shouldn't say I'm not a huge fan. I just don't read much sci-fi, so I'm really excited to get into this, especially obviously because I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm also really excited to finally be able to watch the movie because as a book lover, I refuse to watch the movie if I haven't read the book first. So I'm super excited. I'm going to choose this one for our first prompt, which is a 5-star prediction. I did accidentally tap this while I was drinking my drink, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. This is a book set in a different country. I actually have the perfect book for this. I literally just got this in the mail. Ooh, but this one could work too. We have The Island Villa by Sarah Morgan. Where does this one take place? A messy family drama and a steamy little romance unfold under the Mediterranean sun for the perfect summer escape. And then I'm pretty sure this one is in Paris. I think because I am such a sucker for Sarah Morgan right now, I'm gonna choose The Island Villa. Nothing against this book. I still really want to read this one, but I have an obsession with Sarah Morgan's writing right now, and I feel like I'm more inclined to pick this one up simply because it is another Sarah Morgan book, and I feel like I need all of her books to be injected into my veins immediately. So I'm gonna choose this one just to save my sanity because I need to read more of her books. So I'm excited about this one. It looks really cute, and honestly, I don't need to know what it's about. It's a Sarah Morgan book. There is no plot. It's all character driven, but it is always such a fun time. So this is my choice for a book set in a different country. All right, we're gonna do this properly this time. Let's hit the button for our third prompt. A book with a place in the title. Okay, well then I feel like I have to do the Paris match because I was already gonna pick this one. So I would be doing an injustice if I did not choose this one. It is literally the Paris match. As it says, we're following a physician who just recently got divorced and she's going to a destination wedding and she butts heads with the deliciously gruff best man in the wedding. So this one sounds super summery, super fun, super steamy and romantic, and I am all here for it. This is my book pick for prompt number 3, a book with a place in the title. This was literally the perfect prompt. I am so happy with that. We're getting all books that I really wanted to read this month, so this is perfect. Let's go for prompt number 4 now. Multiple POVs. If you guys notice me grabbing from a single shelf back here, it's definitely because those are the books that I had on my radar. So those are the books that I really wanted to read anyways, but of course I have to go with what the prompts say. So let's see if any of these are multi-POV. I feel like I'm just gonna spoil this for myself. I can't tell and I don't want to read into it. We're looking this up real quick. So Into the Blue is out. Picking Daisies on Sundays is also out. Just Friends is also out. Okay, so having to search. We're gonna have to hunt for this book because I don't actually know. We found one. Okay. I've been really wanting to continue the Windy City series for a while now because I'm desperate to get a little bit further. Mile High was not my favorite book, but I've heard so many people saying that if you just continue the series, the books get better. So I really want to continue this series, and that means that we have to pick up the second book. That is The Right Move. This is by Liz Tomford. I am so excited to continue this. Honestly, it's been so long since I read Mile High that I don't even remember who Ryan and Indy are, but those are the two characters that we follow in this book. And if you do look at the chapters, they have names. So one follows Ryan and then other chapters follow Indy. So this is multi-POV. I'm super excited to get into this one. As you can see, we're kind of romance heavy right now. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I know that I have been in a very big romance mood lately. I feel like it's probably for the best right now, so we'll just roll with it. Moving on to, what is it? Our fifth prompt for this video. Random number generator equals page length. So luckily this app also has a number generator, so we're just going to switch over. We're going to take our chances. We're going 1 to 1,000. There are very, very few books on my TBR that go up to 1,000 pages. So let's hope that we don't get a number really close to 1,000. But I feel like that's just the best because the average book is like 300-400 pages. So we're just going to have to see. Now that we have edited this to go up to 1,000 pages, I might regret this. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Let's just generate a random number. $442. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like that's a typical book. That's a good book. A chunky book, but a good one. Now the question is, do I want to venture out and read fantasy or should I stick with the romances? Ooh. Let's see. How many pages are you? Ooh, we're getting close. That said 442. No way. Okay. So this is 436 pages. And it also has a bonus chapter. So, I mean, if we're being technical, this is 446 pages with said bonus chapter. But if you minus the 2 pages for the page in between, it would be 444 pages. Can you see that I really want to read this book? I feel like I should just choose this. I feel like this is the closest I'm going to get. Otherwise, I'm going to be hunting for ages. I'm sure there might be 1 or 2 books on my shelves that are closer, but this is so close already. I feel like this is perfect. Like, it could not get any more perfect than this. So I'm going to choose Into the Blue by Emma Brody. I don't know what this book is about. To be honest with you, I actually want to go into this one blind. I think it's a romance, but I also think that it's literary fiction. I'm not sure. I don't know. Either way, I am beyond excited to read this book. And I feel like with the generator telling us 442 pages, this is literally meant to be. Like, this is perfect. This is destiny. We're meant to read this book this month. So this is our, what was that? 5th book for the month of July. So far, I've been able to pick almost all books that I was already planning on reading this month. So I'm very happy with this. For our 6th prompt, Fable Scout chooses. I've actually never used the Fable Scout before, but I guess let's see. Oh, I think I have to have a want to read list set up. I think we're just gonna have to choose a different prompt because I did not realize that Fable Scout requires you to have your books in a list for it to choose. So I think we're gonna choose a different prompt for this one because I did not know that. Going for our 6th book, A book that has your first and last initial in the title. Is this a stretch? We have G and N. I really want to read this. Oh my goodness. So since Picking Daisies on Sundays only has the first and last initial of my first name, and I'm not sure what I meant by this prompt, we're gonna play it safe and we're gonna pick a book that has all of the letters. We have G, N, and L, and S, if we're really being technical. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. I did start this book and I got like 100 pages into it. That was when this book first came out. I wasn't loving it, but I also was in a really bad reading slump at the time because I was in the middle of reading Babel and The Secret History, and it was just a very intellectual reading time. So I was not in the mood to read this book. I feel like I wouldn't be giving it a proper chance if I didn't try to pick it back up at a time when I'm really into romances. So I'm gonna choose this book. This is a Hermione fan fiction as a traditionally published book. So our main female character is a healer, and then our main male character, I believe he's supposed to be some sort of assassin, and he gets injured, gravely injured, and so she has to help heal him. That's kind of all I know about this story, but I need to give it another proper chance, and I feel like this is a really cute book to go into. And also, if I do like this book, the second book either just came out or it's supposed to be coming out really soon. So I feel like I need to give this one a shot so then I know whether or not I should pick up the second book. So this is our choice for the 6th prompt, a book with our first and last initial in the title. And this is kind of cheating because this is such a long title, but we're gonna go with it anyways. I feel like I just need a couple more. So let's go for our 7th one. We're going for an ambitious TBR this month. Shortest book on TBR. Would I be cheating if I chose this one? This one has 324 pages. Let's see, 317 pages. So this one is already lower. Nope. 313 pages. Literally by 4 pages, this one is winning. Okay, by a landslide. This one is only 215 pages. This is A Bigger Bang Theory by Jordan Riley Swan. So we're gonna put Just Friends back. We have A Bigger Bang Theory by Jordan Riley Swan. This is an indie author that I actually met at a book festival. It was an absolutely amazing book festival. I had such a good time. And I actually bought one of his other books. It's a Wizard of Oz retelling, and that's what drew me into his booth in the first place. And then I saw this book, and because I'm a STEM major, I'm a sucker for STEM romances, and this is a STEM romance. So of course I had to pick this book up. I don't remember what it's about. I bought this a few years ago, actually. I am excited about this one because I've been putting it off for way too long, and there's no excuses at this point. So we're putting this one on our TBR. So that's 7 books, but I really want to try my chances and see if I could add the 2 books that I really want to read. Or is that just going too far? Is 7 already too much? I don't know. I love pulling prompts. I just have such a fun time doing them. What if we chose one more? And if I can't get the book that I want with this prompt, we're just gonna stop. I mean, we're gonna stop either way, but let's just try one more time, go for 8 books, and really hope and pray that I can get the book that I really wanna read. So, prompt number 8. A book you've started but haven't finished. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot. I know this sounds crazy. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I know this completely counteracts our short book, but I don't know. I'm so far into this one. This is how much I've read. This. And this is how much I have left. I'm over halfway through this book.